My name is Yvonne J. Green. I'm the proud mother of Specialist Toccara R Green, Maryland's first female to be killed in Al-Assad, Iraq, August 14, 2005. Well, even as a child, whatever she was involved in, she would stick to it. She gave it 100%. When she was in school, she graduated 4th in a class. Then when she did finally decide that she was going into the military, we didn't even have a clue that that was still in the back of her mind after attending college. And then when she came up one day and said, "Hey, I'm leaving to go where?" And we're like, "Your scores, they expired. How you?" "Oh, I went back and took it again." We were dumbfounded. We had no clue. She was leaving January '03. Well, it may have had something to do with her brother, because he was, in the Corps then, and he was traveling and doing this and that, and he would write her and let her know what's going on and send her pictures and stuff. So I think that kind of piqued her curiosity again. Nothing was too hard for her. Even when we went to a boot camp graduation, she was so little. She worked so hard at everything. And it's like, well, she only eats certain things. She don't want to eat this, because her mind was focused. She wanted to get whatever training, she was focused on that. She was just a focused young lady, very focused. We were down at Arlington one Memorial Day, and this family came up to us. And we was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, here it is." I'm like, "What is going on?" The family said they go out every Memorial Day. They look up fallen soldiers, and that year they had picked my daughter, and they came to show respects. And they had the children, and they was like, "Well, what can you share about her?" I said, "This is a good idea." I never seen anybody do that. So even people we don't know, they were coming to Arlington, to educate their children about, fallen soldiers. I got a contact, I can't remember if it was email or a Facebook request, but somehow we got a request, and they said they wanted to, name the dog after, would that be okay? And I was like, "Oh, okay, it's fine." I thought it was fun. That's nice, yeah.
My name is Kevin Simpson. I am the Director of Training for WCC, and I'm also WCC-T's caretaker.
I'm Jen Blessing. I'm a service dog training instructor here at WCC. I had the pleasure of working with T at NICO, the National Intrepid Center of Excellence.
So my name is Patrick Reagan. I was an employee at NICO, and I was T's puppy parent along with my wife. T would travel with me to the NICO every day. I would drop her off. We would go to our separate jobs. She would work with the service members in her capacity. I would work with the service members in mine.
From when she was able to go to NICO, every single day she worked with service members from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. That's a revolving door of care and connecting with people. And so she was there for a year and a half.
Hearing, the history of her namesake, we knew early on that I was just so grateful that T was that leadership role, to have that type of confidence and leadership just innately in her.
Well, the reason why we are so proud of her, number one, when we found out that she had replaced another soldier on that unfateful night, that just shows the love and dedication that she has, not only for her unit, but for humanity in general. And we later found out that the young lady that she replaced, she had a child. So that just really did our hearts good, She was not a selfish young lady, always willing to help. That's where the proud comes in at.
We find that our dogs have similarities to their namesakes in ways that sometimes we can't even imagine. A common theme, and one for Toccara, is giving back and helping those around. And T did that from day one. If you think about the amount of people that totals, it is hundreds. And each one of those people developed a special connection that was unique to them with T specifically.
I will say that when T and I are at an event, the first thing I do is introduce myself, thank everyone for having us, speak a little bit to WCC, and in that initial moment, I introduce T. She's up there with me. She's the one they're interested in seeing. And when I bring up her name, it's an opportunity to speak to our namesake program and share a little bit about what I know of Specialist Toccara Green's life and her service to our country. Everybody is quiet. Everybody listens. I'll end that she gave the ultimate sacrifice for us. And I'll share that before her final deployment, what would be one of the last conversations she had with her brother, that she said to him, "Don't ever let them forget me." I can't explain it, but I would say I feel this connection. And I know that it's not unique to me. I see many of our raisers and their families draw a connection. I see a connection to their namesake, especially our veteran recipients. We see that a lot. I see it when they make a connection with the namesake family. I see it when they visit the memorial for those that have passed before us. I can only assume that it has to do with the power of a name, the bond that we have with the dogs, that it becomes part of them, their story. At least with WCCT, it stays alive because we are sharing that. With her, we share it every time we do an event. It's a very special part of the program, in my opinion, but it's not something that we see describing the namesake program. It's not something that's generally talked about, but I'd say it's very real. I've seen it, I experienced it, I can't describe it. Just very special. It's a very special program.
Well, the most positive aspect of that happening is that she'll never be forgotten. Her name and legacy will always be out there. Somebody somewhere will always know or hear, or maybe even want to inquire about, who was this young lady? I've heard, I read. So just having the name said, keeps their legacy and their memory alive.